Today, I have a friend of mine. His name is Roman Jiwani. He's a Houston-based filmmaker I've known for 5 years now. Whenever I'm directing a project, Roman is usually taking care of the assistant director position, and I've seen that he keeps a very calm mind, and it kind of intrigues me. Why is he so calm in spite of all the chaos around him? So, Roman, I want to understand, how do you see the world?
I see the world a little bit fucked up, a
Hmm.
little bit chaotic,
Hmm.
and yet fun right at the same time.
Hmm. So how do you deal with extreme chaos and extreme?
You know, you are not the first person to tell me that I'm very calm on the during the sets. I have had certain projects where there's a so bunch of chaos going on, people fighting with each other, and I'm calm as a camel right there, and everyone was blaming me at my job, and there were a few people who were curious as well as why I was so calm. But it's nothing. It's just a way of it's my method of working as a first AD,
Hmm.
and where it comes from, the source, it's philosophy.
We talk about philosophy a lot whenever we have, and whenever we have a break, or whenever there is a downtime, or there is something, where we're driving to the location or something. And oftentimes I feel that Roman studies philosophy very well, and he observes things very well. So Roman, I think, like, if you have to highlight this world with any philosophy right now around you, what would you choose?
Honestly, there's so many things. People think that there's a one philosophy for all approach to all the problems that you have, but let me start by what philosophy actually is. Everyone in their life at one point ponders this question: why am I doing this? Why are we making this film, for example? Why are we following my passion? Why am I doing my job? So these are the questions we entertain for a while. Everyone has that every once in a while. And then you think about it. You might get some kind of idea, but then you are like, this is not enough. I need to explore more further. But most people don't.
Hmm.
People who actually spend so much of time into trying to find an answer or exploring that question, why this, why that, why, that's philosophy basically.
Hmm.
A process of trying to answer that question. So yeah, that's philosophy, and there's so many great minds in history who
Hmm.
have given us really interesting answers.
Hmm. So,
So
so history. When you talk about history, right? I mean, so would you say that philosophy is something? It's a study which is passed from one generation to the other generation.
philosophy is, I mean, you can say it's a study, maybe it's a study, but the way I see the way I see philosophy is, for ages people were trying to find the answer to what our purpose of being here is. Why are we on this planet? Why are we doing what we are doing? Nobody has found a proper answer yet.
Hmm.
The answer always ends at there is no purpose, there is no meaning.
Hmm.
So the way I see it is, for the ages people have tried to answer this question, so that we don't repeat and waste enough time into answering the same type of questions which people already wondered.
Hmm.
It's just the knowledge of that history, that try that people did. I
Hmm.
tried to find the answer, so this is the information of what I tried,
Hmm.
and it's carry forward. So now everyone is trying.
Hmm.
There's no answer to it.
Hmm. So I mean, so when you're talking about philosophy, right? I mean, these are the people who have been some very powerful people with the choice of the words, right?
Oh yeah.
So philosophers were influencers, right?
Philosophers were influencers. If we have to compare to today's world,
Hmm.
you'd say a lot of stand-up comedians are modern day philosophers.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of filmmakers are modern day philosophers.
Hmm.
It's the same type of authenticity. The main core values is the same. It's philosophy.
Oh, it's very
The
abstract
question
though.
why. Yeah, but it's changed. The look has changed. The interface has changed.
Hmm.
Deep down core, whenever a comedian is talking about political system is corrupt and he's making fun of it,
Hmm.
but he's just trying to answer what the fuck is happening with our life, what are we living right now, in a humorous way. So
Right.
they are modern day philosophers. Filmmakers are modern day philosophers.
Hmm.
Not all of them, some of them.
Hmm. So I mean, okay. So let's pick one philosophy, and I'm going to throw a philosophy at you.
Nihilism.
Yeah, You guessed it right. Yeah.
Nihilism is. I liked it. I explored it a while. That's usually most people end up at that whenever they are in search of the answer for why am I here? Why am I doing this? And nihilism basically tells you that there is no meaning. There is no meaning. You cannot find anything in this world. The life is meaningless.
So if I'm saying that, if you have to figure out like your own purpose in this world, you would define it through nihilism.
That would be more existentialism. It's an extension of nihilism.
Hmm.
So once you realize there is no purpose, there is no meaning, some people try to find create their own meaning in their life. They try to give small things their a little bit meaning. For example, I'll have a kid, I'll raise a kid. That's my purpose. That's my meaning. I want to make this movie. That's my purpose. So that's more existentialism. You want to do something because you think it's your purpose. You created it as your purpose. That's existentialism. But my favorite would be absurdism, which is Albert Camus. Albert Camus, he was the one who came up with that. So he extends the idea of nihilism, that you'll realize there is no meaning to any of it. There's no purpose to any of it. We are just here in living in a randomness. It's like whenever you've seen those abstract paintings. So those abstract paintings, it's just like random shapes and strokes here and there, but some of them, it resembles something when you look at it closely, subjectively. It looks beautiful, but yet it's just random strokes anywhere.
Even if we see things in the past and even if we see things today, none of us, maybe 99% of the people, don't know what is their purpose in life. And that has been consistent, right?
It has been consistent. The reason it's been consistent is there is no purpose. There is no purpose. So back to
so why do people don't know that there's no purpose? Why are they searching for purpose?
Because they have not tried to answer this question enough. They distract themselves from the question. So if I have a question that why am I doing this, why am I like this, most people don't want to answer that question. Most people don't have patience enough to.
Many people have the answer. Like they would say that, oh, I'm doing this for my family. I'm doing this to find happiness.
Purpose. That's not an objective purpose. That's something you told yourself that, oh, this is what my life is made for. So that's existentialism. Existentialism.
So they often say that on you realize on your deathbed that there was no purpose.
Exactly.
Nice.
Finally you got to that point as a person. If you tried to ignore it for a very long time, deathbed is when you'll realize it.
But isn't that greed? That the fact that you know that you're not going to take anything with you, you're suddenly feeling that there's no purpose.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe we have to think about that before. Lot of time will be saved. Lot of experience will be saved.
So again, I think, like I'm talking about something which is a trait, not a philosophy. Like if I'm talking about like a materialistic trait, right? So I often go back to what I've learned from my mother, and I for the longest time I knew that she had very long hair which used to almost reach to her feet, and everyone used to look at her and it's like very proud of the hair she had, and she was very proud of the hair she had, and she was known for long hair, right? So 5 years ago when she got cancer, she had to shave off her head, and when she was on her 4th year, I got a wig for her, and since she had shaved her head, the wig was pretty long, like shoulder height, and the moment I left to US, she returned that wig and she purchased a very cheap short hair wig, and I was so mad that why would you do that? And she told me that she doesn't feel like impressing anyone, or she doesn't want to wear it for anyone. She just didn't want it to have it. So she was like, she's not looking for anyone. She knows what she wants in her life, and that is something she doesn't want right now. And it kind of shocked me, but also it kind of made me understand that maybe she has a purpose, or maybe she doesn't want to think about a purpose, or maybe she doesn't want to know about the purpose. I don't know. What are your thoughts?
Maybe she realized she doesn't have much time, and she realized there is no purpose. So better how the amount of time that I have left, let me just do what I want to do.
So the most, like, and again, like, this is like very off context, but everyone is materialistic, right? We all need materials to live, right? And we're
want
chasing materials.
we
right?
want materials. It's disguised as a need. We don't need stuff. We don't. All we need is like basic necessities for survival. Anything beyond that is something that you want. That's also that is exactly existentialism. It's more popular today because it's spread it out in everyone. People don't even realize they practice existentialism right now. This whole materialistic life and everything, trying to give it a meaning, is just trying to distract yourself from the question. So that is where Albert Camus comes in play. He's a famous French or German philosopher. So he had the same idea that what now? There is no meaning. There is no purpose. What are we gonna do now as a society, as a human? So he said there's three paths you can choose. The first one is suicide. You realize there is no meaning, there is no purpose. Why am I here? I don't want to be here. I'll just kill myself. At the end, you won't have to suffer anymore. You won't be able to. You won't be living without any meaning. Answered the question.
So is that the reason you think people commit suicide?
Definitely, for a lot of them. And the second path is similar to existentialism, trying to give yourself meaning, faith, thinking of grabbing a faith and spending your life on it, believing in something and creating that as your purpose. That's also basically distracting you from the actual truth that there is no purpose. You give yourself a fake purpose, you dwell yourself into religion. All of those are similar. So which is similar to the first one, where you kill yourself, you're going away from the truth, distracting yourself from the truth. But third, that's my favorite. It's acceptance, accepting the absurdity. When you realize there is no purpose, there is no meaning, then fuck it. Do whatever you want in life. Literally whatever you want in life. Materialistic pleasure, natural spiritual path, whatever you want.
What if it's a negative trait? What if you feel like harming people, like serial killers?
They do it. People still do it. So there's gonna be consequences. There is gonna be consequences. So if you're okay with the consequences, you can act however.
Is there? What do you think? Do you think a universe exists which listens to you, responds to you?
Which listens to you, responds to you? It should. I think so, because to say it doesn't and we are just the only ones, it's very selfish. But recently something piqued my interest. It's not a theory, but it's an idea in MWI. It's modern world interpretation. It's a subject in quantum physics. So the idea is, it's called quantum immortality, which says that there exists multiple infinite copies of our universe, of your life, into this multiverse, and there's like infinite versions of you existing. So whenever you die in this universe, you don't really you won't experience your death. We'll all experience your death, that Harsh died here, so we'll go to your funeral and all that. But for you just continued back into another reality, living your life. Let me give you an example. For example, you were supposed to go to work today. There were two ways to go: point A, point B. You took the point A, and somebody was driving rashly and you crashed and you died in that way. So for you, you'll just continue back on this point where you split the path, and you'll choose point B in this reality. So that will keep on happening, and you will never experience your death. It's an infinite loop that will go on, because there will be at least one reality where you survive. So this is a recent idea that it's been around for so many years,
Very interesting.
decades, but I recently came across it. and it's quite interesting and scary at the same time. Scary because you're gonna be stuck in this loop forever. You know there's suffering in it, you know there's pain in it, you know there's fun in it as well, definitely. It's all mixed together. But infinite loop of it. But also it relieves me.
But isn't like, our, see again, the loop you said, even in the phases of your life, are you not getting these mini loops where
Definitely.
you have good phases where everything is carefree,
Yeah.
but then you get into a phase where you're stuck and it feels never ending, right?
Keeps repeating, yeah.
And it's you're on a loop for a day, 2 days, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, like a prisoner
Yeah.
in the society,
That's
right?
It-
So one thing, like, I do you think this world is fair for people who are narcissists? This is something we have spoken about it a lot, about how narcissism has been increasing.
Yes, narcissism is a personality trait. You can say it's a type of personality. It exists on a spectrum. Not every narcissist is the same, but yeah, they are. You can say they are naturally villains of the society. If you look at it in the major form, they are the villains of the society. I've come across a couple of them. Some films portray really good ones. Like
I mean, some, not some, many, right? I mean,
many films.
like we realized that narcissism has increased, right, in the society, and it has also increased in the films, right?
Yeah.
Especially in India right now. I mean, gray characters, or like, gray protagonists or negative protagonists have been appreciated and celebrated right now.
Bollywood is really it's the reason of India's narcissism, I believe, because over like last 2-3 decades, if you look at the movies in not 2-3 decades, probably last 2 decades, if you see movies in India, it's always glorifying toxic masculinity. It's glorifying heroism. It's glorifying unreal expectations. That's how a hero, that's how a man should be. And people believe him. People want to be like that. And if you grow up watching all of that crap, you're gonna it's gonna affect you. Definitely, it's gonna affect you.
So you are restricted in your own life. You're not able to live that life, but you feel that there is some thrill in living a life like that.
Yeah.
Right. Or the other way of looking at it is like, there is a theory that people say that you often are envious about a life you're not able to live.
Definitely, it's also about films. For me especially, when I grew up watching movies, I watched all kind of world cinema. So movies gave me a lot of my personalities that I have today. So lot of the things that I do, the way I do, lot of them, not just some of them, is influenced by movies and TV show. So movies do influence the way you live your life, the way you act with people, the way you interact with people. So if you've only seen those kind of stuff which is not right to live into the society, that kind of behavior is glorified fantasy kind of toxic masculine behavior. If you keep watching that throughout your life, you'll realize, that person will realize that this is how it's normal to be behaved. This is the normal. So I'm to fit myself into the society, I will try to act as if what I know the idea of normal is. So then people become like that.
So do you think like philosophers are born and will be born in this society?
Oh yeah, philosophers are definitely born today. If you look at a lot of, you won't see a career path as just philosopher, that this philosopher this said this. No, there's not going to be anyone like that, because we have different modes of information now. Previously there used to be just one mode of information, with literature. You stored the things in books, you told it to people. Those were the only two ways of spreading information. So that's why philosophers was limited to a single title, that this person can do these two tasks and they'll be the philosophers. But now you have so many ways of throwing information at people. You can do it through stand-up comedy, you can humor, you can do it through music, you can do it through poetry, you can do it
Motivational
through
speakers.
motivational speakers. That's a different genre breed. But yeah, motivational speakers. Then you can do it through movies.
So I've also been watching some films where you would go to a cult and you kind of accept a philosophy, and then you're hypnotized by the whole cult, and you start living that life based on that philosophy,
Yeah.
right? So these I've seen like at least 5 or 6 films like those.
Huh?
Like there's Saltburn, like there's another film which I saw recently, I forgot the name, Click.
Click.
So like are there any of these hoods which are increasing in this society? Because we are living in a very complex world right now where there is AI which is influencing people. People are confused whether they should use AI as a therapist, and they are also getting addicted slowly, and people are buying subscriptions, and the whole plan of this whole AI based hoods is also a cult in itself, right?
Oh yeah, cult. Definitely, the tech is a very big cult in today's world. The tech, the information age, the social media. But like you described, people going to the cults and getting their philosophy and living life through it. If there's the idea of a cult, I see all the religion as cult.
Hmm.
Because that's exactly what it is. There's a specific close section of group of people.
It's a very controversial subject.
Very controversial.
We're going to go on a commercial break. No, I'm just kidding. I think we can continue. Yes. So religion. I mean, that's okay. I mean,
We are in
it's your
America.
opinion.
We are in America. We'll be
Okay.
fine. If I was in India, I wouldn't say that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I was just trying to lighten up. We were very serious all this while, but yeah, I mean, see again, it's your opinion. I'm open to hear that. Yeah.
Yeah, so I see all religion as cult because no, I'm not saying anything bad that it's harming us. Definitely, it is harming us at some extent, but not all of them. So you go to you're a close section of group of people. You are believing into some story, some maybe fictional for others, maybe real for you, but you are believing in something and you are taking a philosophy home, and then you are trying to live your life based on that philosophy, based on what somebody else explained. So that is cult in my opinion. That is the exact definition of it.
Mm. But do you think fear? I mean, let's say a lot of it is also fear of doing wrong things or fear of God, right? But it also keeps society on check.
Definitely. There is a role of it to, because not everyone is sane.
Mm.
Not everyone is on the same mental level as each other.
Mm.
So everyone minds work in different ways. Some people don't feel guilt. Some people feel guilt. So
Mm.
you cannot. It's not easy to control everyone if you are living in a society. So
Mm.
religion does a good job with it,
Mm.
but there also comes bad with it as well.
Mm. Roman, I think we I'm very excited to explore some more philosophies in future. But I'll just I just want to ask you like one last thing. Like, do you feel that you have much more gratitude than yesterday
Much more gratitude. That's a good question.
towards life,
Towards life,
or is it worse?
it's definitely not worse. I wouldn't regret my life. There is pain. There is pain every once in a while, but there's no suffering.
Hmm.
So I live my life in a stoic way.
Huh.
So I don't know who to be thankful for, honestly. Gratitude, yeah, I would say I have that kind of feeling, but I cannot describe that feeling because I don't know who to be grateful for.
You would end up saying it's nice.
Huh?
You would end up saying it's nice.
Yeah.
So Roman has this habit of like if I show Roman like a video and say like Roman, what do you think this is? It's nice. It's interesting. It's interesting. No, it's nice. It's interesting. Right. So do you see life as interesting or do you?
Interesting, exactly. I'm like I wouldn't say good, I wouldn't say bad because I still haven't figured out what exactly is good in my opinion and what's bad. Because everything has spectrums.
But were you always like this, or you evolved with time?
I evolved with time.
So you accepted, right? I mean,
I accepted.
yeah.
I accepted. I went into the search of why is in my life.
Hmm.
And I'm still searching.
So do you think with acceptance you realize that you realize what you need in life and how much you need in life?
How much I need in life, what I need, yeah, I do realize like what basically I need in life and what potentially I would want in life. But how much I'll need it, I just leave that up to present. Whenever I get into a situation, I'll realize how much I need of whatever I need.
Does that help you to? Does that help you or allow you to be validation free?
Oh yeah, definitely validation free. But as an artist,
You need
some
validation.
part of you is gonna deep down seek for validation.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah, there's gonna be a feeling, but you don't have to act upon it.
Hmm. Cool. Okay, great. I think it was great talking to you, Roman. I mean, with all the,
Likewise.
I think this is a conversation we usually have while driving.
Oh yeah.
It was, I don't know how much time we recorded this, but this was uncut, so we didn't have to cut. But yeah, anything, Roman. I think anything you want to leave the bedcast with a thought about what the society can be, or maybe a prediction or anything. I think just say anything. What do you
I
feel?
don't have any prediction or anything, but I would say, don't worry about shit. Just let it go. Let it go. Experience your presence.
Hmm.
Feel your soul wiggling inside your body,
Hmm.
and just go out on a run.
Hmm.
Breathe this free air,
Hmm.
and let it go.
So being thankful about what you have.
Being thankful about what you have as well, and just being present, being aware of what you are
Hmm.
from inside. Try to feel your body from the inside, and you'll realize what the presence is,
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
and then just explore that.
Great.
Everything will be calm.
Okay, great. It was fun.
Likewise.
All right. It's a cut.